My story starts with my husband, who did triathlons for 28 years, had no history of heart disease, nothing in his family. He was fine. We went to London. He did his last triathlon over there in September of 2013, placed 13th in the world, second American. We came home, and within a week, he had a heart attack. He died on October 8th. I made a commitment with my daughter that I would have my heart checked out. No family history of any heart problems. I'm working out 6 days a week. I have no pain. I'm not short of breath. I went to my general practitioner. We ran some blood tests. Everything was perfect. However, I wanted a cardiologist. She referred me to Dr. Nader. I came in to see Dr. Nader, went over all my tests, no problems whatsoever. All the doctors kept saying, "You're great, you're in perfect health, but let's do one more test." So we did the iodine test, and it found out I had an aneurysm in my heart. Within a week, I had a cardiac catheter. Thank God it showed no blockage in any of my arteries. But 1 week later, I was in the hospital having heart surgery.
This is a normal appearance of the abdominal aorta. It's usually a vessel that measures 3.5 centimeters in diameter and should have a very smooth borders. This is what we found in Margaret. She has a marked dilatation of her aorta. A vessel that usually measures 3.5 centimeters, her measures 6.7 centimeters. If the vessel is completely stretched and it's ready to burst, and it's a very high mortality rate, and it's considered a medical emergency. And she could have died suddenly from a ruptured aorta. And remember, 62% of the women who die suddenly have no previous warning signs of heart disease. If you have risk factors, please be checked. It's very important. Sometimes the heart doesn't give you a second chance.
Everybody needs a cardiologist just to have a baseline test so that you know where you are. See them only once a year if that's all it takes, but it only takes one heart attack to kill you.
After hearing Margaret's story and just kind of seeing all that she went through, it does make me think about my grandmother. And it makes me think if she had only gone 20 years earlier to a cardiologist, she would be here today. And that's just one story of the 8 women in my family who have all died of heart disease, none of which went to the doctor for preventative care, definitely. And when they did end up going to a cardiologist, it was too late. And I think that that's the main message here is go to a cardiologist, no matter how old you are. I'm 27 years old, and I still need to go to a cardiologist. Even if I didn't have heart disease in my family, I still would need to go, because it is the leading killer of women. If my grandmother were alive today, and I could talk to her, I would tell her that she missed so much. Because she was scared. That's not a good enough reason. She missed proms, she missed graduations. And it didn't have to be that way. Because had she gone 20 years earlier, she could have seen it all. Fear is not an excuse. It's not good enough.